Bottom's coming good, the middle part's coming good, and I had to restart. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mitch Austin here from Austin's Workshop, and for today's project I decided to make a Shengong Wu from the show Xiaolin Showdown. Now there are hundreds of Shengong Wu to choose from, and one I picked, not one of the well-known Shengong Wu, but kind of really cool design, and I saw it and I was like, you know what, it'd be really cool to make. So I decided to make the Wushan Geyser, and to show you what it looks like, I decided to go ahead and make a model of the Shengong Wu, and I'll put an image of it right here so you guys see the comparison of the two. Now this Shengong Wu in the show is basically a helmet and allows the wielder to erase the memories of his enemies around him. And I thought this was a really cool project to make. The print model came out really well. The only issue I had was right here, there's in the design, there's a little bit of a triangle right here, and I did have supports to try to build it right there, and something happened with the model. I think the support broke off or something hiccuped with the print, so it didn't fully work, but I'd say 99% of it came out beautifully. So to make this project life-size, originally I was going to make it in one big piece, basically like a solid piece like this, just full size. But again, what I was worried about was how this broke on the model. I didn't want to ruin it with the big one, because the big one would take about 10 days to print. This was a one-day print. The life-size one would be about 10 days. So instead of doing one full piece, I decided to chop it up into pieces. So I decided to make 4 cut pieces. I decided to cut the gem off, this top crown part right here. There's a gold part right here that you guys can't see. You kind of see kind of a band right here. So I just cut the band off and then the bottom part off. And I decided to do it like that so it's a little bit safer and I should be able to support it well, and I think it'll come out a lot better. So the next time you see me, I will be working on the Wushan Geyser. See you in a second. So I got 2 of my printers going right now. I got this one going and this one going. This one's printing the base of the Wushan Geyser, which will take about 5 days, and this one's printing the top part of the Wushan Geyser, and it'll take about 7 days to print. I also got some gold coming in, and I got some transparent blue filament coming in for the gem on top. The gem will take about 4 hours to print, and the middle part will take about 2 to 3 days to print. I'm using copper filament for the top and bottom part of the Wushan Geyser. I did some research. It said the color was brown, but when I was looking up some kind of shiny brown filament, nothing really looked really good or very close to what the pictures look like from the show. So I decided to use copper, and it kind of looks a little bit closer to what it's gonna look like. So yeah, everything's going smooth right now. I'll keep you guys updated and we'll see where we're at. Alright guys, quick update. It's been 24 hours since I last recorded. We got the bottom looking pretty good right here, coming out really clean. And we got the top part of the Wushan Geyser coming out. It looks like there's a little hiccup right here with the tip of the triangle that I printed. So we'll see how that ends up turning out, but the rest looks pretty good. Just so you guys know, what we're seeing right here, this is all support, so the real part of the project hasn't really started yet. So we'll see how that turns out in a little bit. I just got my order of gold and blue filament for the gem and the gold part of the Wushan Geyser. I'm going to start those up on my other 2 printers I got right there, and we'll see how this goes. Alright guys, it's been about 5 hours since I last recorded, and the first part of the Wushan Geyser has been complete. We got the gem all completed. It took about 4 or 5 hours to complete, and it came out really nice. So I got all my other printers going. I got the bottom still going. I got the gold now going, looking pretty smooth. And I restarted the top of the Wushan Geyser because I didn't really like how part of it was failing, and I didn't think it was going to end up looking good towards the end. So I made a decision to scrap it, and I flipped the crown 180. So instead of printing it one way, it's now printing upside down from what I originally decided. and I added a raft for it to print on. I think it might be a little bit easier to print, so we'll see how that goes, and yeah, hopefully, cross your fingers, everything will work fine. Alright guys, we're pushing day 3 of printing, and the bottom's coming good, the middle part's coming good, and I had to restart with the top part because I had a clog in my nozzle, so I have to restart over again. So, one of the downsides of 3D printing, but hopefully I have enough filament, and obviously thankfully I don't have a time crunch for projects, so we'll have to restart and try again. So keep you updated. So I really have no idea what's going on with this freaking printer. So this is the 3rd attempt, and this is the worst that's happened. It looks like the layer or something didn't connect properly, because you got this mess, but then underneath it looks pretty clean. So I don't know if a hiccup happened or I don't know what. The other two are printing just fine, but I think I'm gonna switch printers. I think I'm gonna go from this printer to that printer, see if it makes a difference, and yeah, we'll see. Other than that, I might have to wait until these printers are clean to print this, so we'll see. One part to go, guys. We got the top part of the Wushan Geyser printing. It's finally printing pretty good on this printer over here than it did on this one, so we got about a week for it to print, and that'll be done, because I got the gold part of the Wushan Geyser down, and it's not attached right now. The bottom part completely is printed. That just finished today, and then just kind of give you probably a visual of the gem. Gem's gonna go somewhere on top right there. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I might have to do some redesigning with the Wushan Geyser, because I'll show you. So putting it on, I can't put it on like this because it's too big for my head, so I have to come from the back to put it on like this. But the thing is when I get the gold part on, if I decide to weld it on, I got that hook right there. So to take it off, I can't just, so I couldn't just naturally lift it up, because then it's stuck in my head like that. So I don't know, I'll have to figure out a way, because I tried putting it on with this thing, but it then hooks on my head, so I can't put it on even backwards or angled like that. So I'll have to come up with some kind of fancy way of not only of getting it all in one piece, but also being able so I can take it on and take it off. So we'll see. I'll have to come up with some ideas while I'm waiting for this final print to go. So fingers crossed I figure something out. Alright guys, it's finally done. I didn't want to say anything too early because I didn't want to jinx myself, because I already tried printing this several times already. But finally, after 8-9 days of printing, the top part of the Wushan Geyser is finally complete. I know it looks a little hairy and a little scruffy right in certain areas, but mainly that's from the supports, so I don't think it's gonna be that bad. And just taking a little knife, I can probably cut most of this hairy stuff off if it's on the actual part. But yeah, so let's review everything that we have for this project. So here we have all the parts. We have the bottom of the Wushan Geyser, we got the middle gold part, we got the top part, and we got the gem that goes on top. So the plan to assemble all this is I'm going to weld my top part and middle part just like that, and I'm going to weld the gem on top of that. So all those are going to be on one solid piece. Now, like I said before, I was having trouble getting the helmet on when the gold and the bottom part were together. So to fix that, what I'm going to do is I've got these Velcro straps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the bottom parts, half of Velcro's on the bottoms right here, and the other half are going to go inside like that. So when I go to put the helmet on, I'll just be able to unscrew the Velcros and be able to kind of flap it up like this, and then once the Velcro's on, there'll be one solid piece. So I think that's gonna work. Obviously, I wish I could put it on just like a helmet, but we're gonna do what we gotta do. And yeah, so fingers crossed. Alright guys, so I got the helmet all connected like this with the Velcro there, so it connects well and it's sturdy very well. There's no really gaps and all that. So yeah, so it's technically done. The only issue is I still am having trouble getting it on properly. So because with the Velcros, I was trying to put it on, but trying to line up the Velcro and trying to line up everything while having this on, and even using my phone or a mirror was very difficult to align properly. So I could just say, hey, this is done and problem solved, project over, but I really want to be able to get this thing on and off. So I decided to do the simplest thing and redesign the bottom, make the hole a little bit bigger so that way it can actually slide onto my head. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. So next time you see me, you'll see this without the Velcro, and hopefully it'll be on my head. So stay with me. Alright guys, so after hours of printing and reprinting and a little paint work, I have the finished Wushan Geyser. Threw some paint right there, painted the M right there, some red, and added some gold color to the bands on the top part of the crown there. And I reprinted the bottom, like I said. Now I don't have the straps inside to hold it. I had to cut a little bit of the edges off the print because it still couldn't fit my head testing it, so I had to fresh off the print, so I had to cut a little bit of it. But now it fully sits atop of my head. Hey, finally found a hat that fits me. But yeah, this actually works pretty well, looks really cool. Definitely a lot like the show. One thing I would have to say, it does not like the show. It doesn't have the visor that comes down when it's activated, but still, I mean, I think this came out very well, and yeah, very, very lifelike to the show. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys want to see more of my videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you guys have any ideas for projects for me, hit the comment section, comment your project you want to see me make. I check out all the comments through all my YouTube videos and also social media, which is in my description down below. So check that out if you guys want to keep updates on projects. And remember guys, if you have a crazy idea and a crazier way to make it happen, don't let people tell your ideas are stupid if it works. See you guys next time.